ladies and gentlemen, our last comic of the night. Please put it up for the very funny Mr. Zach Lemire.
Josh. Hey. There's a lot of people here. Woo! Alright, ready for some jokes? Yeah! Hopefully I'm ready for some jokes. It's my fucking job. Alright. People are too picky with their furniture. You know, I've been going out and I've been looking for furniture lately, and I've noticed, you know, they ask me, they're like, do you want an heirloom piece? Do you want just a good enough piece? And it's like, this is the thing I'm going to be farting in for the next 7 years. This isn't a fucking gold necklace. Plus, I'd like to think that my kids and my kids' kids will be able to afford furniture one day themselves. If they're seriously out there and they need my furniture from 2008 and it's like 2038, something went wrong. I think kids get too much these days too, you know? I mean, I feel like I'm getting old because now I feel like kids get too much these days, you know? I'm like, oh, back in my day, we didn't have the fucking internet, we didn't have DVD players in the car, we didn't have iPods or iPhones or cell phones or fucking anything! We didn't have shit! And these kids are like, you know, I've listened to these things on the radio and these kids are calling in, talking to Santa. What do you want? How old are you? I'm 7 years old, I want an iPhone! Who the fuck are you calling? You're 7 years old! Seriously, plus, who the fuck believes in Santa, really? iPhone? Really? You think, you know, between Amazon.com and FedEx and eBay and fucking all these other things and Apple.com, dude, fucking Santa's not, he doesn't even have a fucking cover for his sleigh yet. He doesn't have the technology for the iPod Touch. The guy's still trying to figure out how to fucking, what's better than code technology. So anyway, yeah, that's... You guys ever hear the pet egg? That fucking thing makes you want to puke. It's this little egg, and you open it up, and it's got like this cheese grater on it, and it's for ladies' feet, I guess. And they go up and down on their feet, and makes them soft and luxurious. But on the fucking commercial, they open it up and dump out like a pound of skin into the trash. And I'm like, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. If I was to make a product that did that, that would be the last thing I'd put on television. That's like saying I've got a laxative and showing people shitting. No, I'm pretty sure you're going to figure that part out on your own. I don't need to advertise the shitting part. Oh, man. And then, you know, you guys all ever see those pants with fucking cheer and sassy and all that shit on the side, on the back? You know, those things annoy me because your eyes are automatically drawn to it. So now you're either looking at some 12-year-old's ass or some fat girl's ass. And either way, you're not fucking, you don't want to be looking at this ass. So I'm thinking I should make my own pair that say stuff like gravy and biscuits for fat ladies, you know? Have one that says buffet. So that when I'm looking at some ass and I'm accidentally drawn to it, I know what I'm getting into. Because if I look at sassy and it's totally buffet, that's not fucking right, and it's not fucking fair.
That's not fucking right, and it's not fucking fair.
In junior high, and I'm 28, so I don't know when that was. You guys can do the math. But in junior high, there was a solar eclipse, and one of our science projects was for us to all go out and, you know, I don't know, we had some fucking paper cone or something, I don't know. But it was some way to look at the solar eclipse, and some people had some of these fucking old glasses so they can look at the thing. So I thought it'd be great to pay some kid to look directly at the solar eclipse. So I paid this kid $3 to look at the solar eclipse, and he looks at the solar eclipse, and then, you know, it hurts his eyes. And then he starts to yell, I can't see colors, I can't see colors. And I get pulled into the principal's office and I get in trouble. He's the one who looked at the fucking solar eclipse. This fucking kid was in 7th grade and he hasn't figured out not to look at the solar eclipse or at the sun in general. And he did it for $3. That was the worst $3 I've ever fucking spent. And then I got in trouble. That shit's some bullshit.
That shit's some bullshit.
And then I continued this fucking tradition apparently in high school because I remember I was selling candy for like the French Club or something, and some kid wanted a candy bar, but he didn't have $1. And I'm like, well, I'm not just going to give it to you because then the $1 was coming out of my fucking pocket. So fuck you. And so I said, I'll give you this candy bar if you eat this gigantic glue stick. And so he said, okay. And I'm like, all right, so who wants, and I go around the class, I go, so who wants to see, you know, so-and-so, I'll protect his name to be innocent or whatever. So-and-so ate this gigantic fucking glue stick. And I got like $3. And the fucking thing was over, so I made $2. The kid eats a glue stick. I give him a fucking chocolate bar. And then meanwhile, the teacher's going over and looking at all this commotion going on in the corner going, are you guys eating glue? No. And then he has to run out and throw up all the candy bar he just ate this glue stick for. The guy was retarded. And you know the worst part about it? He had a friend that just ate the glue stick just because. He didn't even want the candy bar. He had nothing to do with it. He was just like, oh, you know, he's getting attention, so he fucking ate glue. In a stick, though. It was big. It was so gross. Oh. You know, I have some sayings that I think are funny, and I don't really know what to do with them, so I try and put them together in these one-liners just for this. So here they are. The asshole doesn't fall far from the cheeks. See, I like that. I want to make a bathroom reader that's called Shit Already! This isn't Barnes & Noble! Have you heard of the new summer camp for Jewish kids with ADHD? It's called Camp Concentration.
Oh, shit!
That one leaves a dirty taste. Do porn stars get athlete's dick? And I've figured out, you know, I've been around. You know, I went to Europe a couple of times, and I figured out that no matter where I was, you get drunk and woo! Is pretty much universal. Everybody knows what woo! means. Every time. I've never had a problem with it. My brother is a book salesman, and it's not really, he's like a sales rep, and sometimes he has to go to Christian Science, you know, bookstores, and, you know, he has to have a pitch for each one, you know, because it's always different. So I told him, I said, here's your pitch for the Christian Science bookstores. It's like, you know, God hates fags, but he loves books. So you should buy these books. And that's all I have for now. You know, one of my favorite shows growing up was Full House, but just recently I realized what the actual, like the plot of Full House was. Full House was about this guy, Danny Tanner, who lost his wife because she got killed by a drunk driver. Does anybody remember that part? No, because they never talked about it. It wasn't in the theme song. There was nothing. There was the whole plot of the whole show. The whole reason why the house was full was because the wife got killed by a drunk driver. So I'm like, you know, that's just misleading. And I can't even believe the show was gone on that long, and they didn't have anything for this theme song. So I figured this is what the theme song should have been. And it was like, here it goes. You guys ready? Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's a face of someone that's not your dead mom. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, your dead mom can't help you, so put down that phone. Everywhere you look. And that's my time. Thank you very much.
Zach Lemire, everybody, how about it one more time for him? Does everybody... This fucking piece of shit. Since everybody's plugging their websites, we got one too. www.comedynightnh.com. That's us. Nick and Brad's open mic comedy night right here every Wednesday at the Shastine. I want to thank you all very much for hanging out with us. You guys have been wonderful. The best crowd we've had so far here. Tell all your friends that like to laugh to come on down here every Wednesday night because we got lots of people to make them laugh. For those of you that don't know, every week we give away $50 to the person that made us laugh the most. Tonight it's the person that made me laugh the most. And tonight it's the two people that made me laugh the most because I couldn't make up my mind because they both had me peeing my pants. How about it for Sean Rao and Bill Bray, everybody? on, folks.